Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into some wild headlines that have been making the rounds online, specifically about LeBron James and ESPN. You might have seen some pretty shocking claims, things like ESPN just bankrupted LeBron James or LeBron loses everything after ESPN Exposé. It sounds dramatic, right? So, what's the real story here? Is there any truth to these explosive headlines? Let's break it down and separate the facts from the fiction. First off, let's be crystal clear. These headlines are completely false. LeBron James has not been bankrupted by ESPN, nor has he lost everything. It's a classic case of clickbait, designed to grab your attention with sensational, but ultimately untrue, statements. So where did this all come from? It seems to stem from a misunderstanding or a deliberate misrepresentation of the complex relationship between superstar athletes, their business ventures, and the media outlets that cover them, like ESPN. LeBron James is more than just a basketball player. He's a global icon and a business mogul. His net worth is estimated to be over $1 billion. He has a lifetime contract with Nike, owns a stake in Fenway Sports Group, which owns teams like the Boston Red Sox and Liverpool FC, and co-founded Spring Hill Company, a media production powerhouse valued at over $700 million. His financial portfolio is incredibly diverse and robust. The idea that a single media entity, even a giant like ESPN, could bankrupt him is just not based in reality. It would take a catastrophic, multifaceted collapse of all his ventures simultaneously, which is highly improbable. So why would these rumors start? Often, it's about clicks and views. Sensational stories generate traffic, and unfortunately, facts can sometimes take a back seat. The relationship between LeBron and the media, including ESPN, can be complex. There are discussions, debates, and sometimes criticisms. Pundits on ESPN might analyze his performance, question his decisions, or discuss his influence on and off the court. This is standard sports commentary. Some viewers might interpret strong criticism as an attack, and from there, imaginative storytellers on the internet can spin that into a narrative of a full-blown financial war. For example, a debate on an ESPN show about whether LeBron's latest movie was a box office success could be twisted into a headline claiming ESPN is trying to ruin his business empire. It's also important to understand the business dynamics. ESPN, owned by Disney, and LeBron's Spring Hill Company are actually business partners in some ways and competitors in others. They both operate in the sports media landscape. Spring Hill produces content like The Shop, which has appeared on different platforms. Sometimes their business interests align, and sometimes they compete for viewers and advertising dollars. This competitive landscape is normal in business. It's not a personal vendetta aimed at bankrupting anyone. These are corporations making strategic decisions. To frame this as ESPN trying to bankrupt LeBron is a gross oversimplification of how the media and entertainment industries work. Think about LeBron's influence. He's one of the most powerful figures in sports. His voice carries immense weight. When he speaks, people listen. This gives him a level of leverage that is hard to overstate. He doesn't just play the game. He shapes the conversation around it. This power can sometimes create friction with media organizations who are used to controlling the narrative. But this friction is a sign of his strength, not a weakness that could lead to financial ruin. He has built an empire that is largely independent of traditional media approval. Furthermore, let's look at the exposé part of the headlines. A true exposé involves uncovering hidden, often scandalous information. There has been no such exposé from ESPN about LeBron James that would lead to financial collapse. ESPN reports on his games, his business deals, his philanthropic work, and yes, sometimes controversies or criticisms. But they haven't uncovered a secret that would dismantle his entire financial structure. These clickbait titles are using the word exposé to add a layer of intrigue and seriousness that simply isn't there. What this situation really highlights is the importance of media literacy. In the age of social media, headlines are designed to be as shocking as possible. It's on us, the consumers of this content, to be skeptical and to look for credible sources. When you see a headline that makes an extraordinary claim, like a billionaire athlete suddenly going bankrupt because of a TV network, the best first step is to question it. Ask yourself, does this make sense? Where is the evidence? Is this coming from a reputable news source? Or is it from a random account trying to get views? The real story isn't about LeBron James being bankrupt. The real story is about how misinformation spreads. It's a fascinating and slightly concerning look at our modern media environment. A narrative can be created out of thin air, amplified by algorithms, and before you know it, thousands of people are discussing something that never actually happened. This is a challenge we all face in the digital age. So, to wrap it all up, no, ESPN did not bankrupt LeBron James. No, he has not lost everything. His financial empire is secure and thriving. The headlines you've seen are a prime example of sensationalist clickbait that has no basis in fact. They are designed to provoke a strong emotional reaction and get you to click. The truth is far more mundane. LeBron is an incredibly successful businessman, and his interactions with media giants like ESPN are a normal part of the complex, competitive world of sports and entertainment. It's a world of business dealings, commentary, and competition, not a personal quest for financial destruction. Always remember to question what you read and seek out the facts from reliable sources. Thanks so much for tuning in to get the real scoop. I hope this cleared things up for you. If you found this video helpful and appreciate the no-nonsense approach, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the stories that matter. Don't forget to ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. We'll see you in the next one.